Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Football Insights. My name is Kobo. I am here with another video. Your Champions League preview. The second leg preview is here. The first leg, I gave you one or two tactical, things we should expect in the first leg, and then most of them came into play. The Declan Rice, interview that he did after I posted the review. You saw all the things that happened. We are here again. Champions League quarterfinal, second leg. A lot of games are happening. Big games coming up. Big top games coming up, most especially on Wednesday. That is where the juicy games are. So we are here again. If you are here, click on the subscribe button, press the post notification bell. Champions League quarterfinal, second leg preview. Let's get straight into the video. So before we start, we have chances to win the Champions League by, Opta. So Opta has given us the chances for the teams to win the Champions League. Now let's check out the teams, the Arsenals, the PSGs, the Barcelonas, Inter Milan, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, and then Borussia Dortmund. Their chances as of now to win the Champions League. What are their chances? How many percent do they have? Now we have Barcelona with 28.2%. They are the, kind of most favorite to win the title. We'll see. It is the Champions League. Anything can happen. We'll see how the chances will go up as we are progressing into the next stage of the competition. We have Arsenal, sitting second, having 24.5 chance of winning or percent of, winning the competition. We have PSG. 23.9% of winning the competition. There is Inter Milan, there is 16, my favorite to win the Champions League, 16.7% to win the Champions League, and then Bayern Munich 4.1% to win the Champions League, and then Real Madrid 1.5%. That is why always the Real Madrid fans says that 1% chance, 99% belief or faith. So let's see, Real Madrid have 1.5%, just 1.5%. Can you imagine? The champions of Europe, 1.5% to win this particular competition. Aston Villa have just 1 point, and then Borussia Dortmund 0 points. So let's see what happens. I'm not shocked about the Borussia Dortmund points, but let's see what happens. So these are the chances to win the Champions League. The teams, we have Barcelona, Arsenal, we have PSG, Inter Milan, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Aston Villa, and then Borussia Dortmund. So we'll move straight into some of the games, the preview of some of the games, what we should expect in some of these games. But before that, the Real Madrid players are talking. Even after they won against Deportivo Alaves 1-0 in the La Liga, they are still talking. They are still giving their fans assurances that something is going to happen. But is there anything that is going to happen? Let's see what happens. Is there anything Real Madrid can do that? Yes, they have done it severally, so they can do that. There is a chance, iota of chance, that they can do that. But are they going to do it tactically? We're going to talk about it tactically, if it is visible for them to achieve that. But this was some of the IG stories. We have Jude Bellingham, see you Wednesday Madridista. We have Rodrigo Goes, see you on Wednesday Madridistas. Y'all be key. Come on, Madrid. We have Vinicius Jr. already thinking about Wednesday. We are ready and looking forward to it. We will wait for you at the Santiago Bernabeu, and we will try everything. We are the Real Madrid. So most of these boys are, giving the fans some faith. Giving the fans some faith. 99% faith, 1% chance. That is what they that is their belief, or that is the motive they are going into the game with. Are they going to achieve that tactically? Is it visible? We'll see. But this is what the Real Madrid fans are saying. Of course, the big preview, in my opinion, is the Real Madrid Arsenal game, and then the Bayern Munich, Inter Milan game. That is the games we should expect. The games that can go either ways. That's how I feel though. But let's move to the Barcelona Dortmund game, because they are playing on Tuesday. Barcelona Dortmund. I think Dortmund are playing at Signal Iduna Park, the Iduna boys. Of course, the atmosphere will be crazy. So I will not be shocked if Dortmund win this game. But are they going to qualify? I don't think they are going to qualify. But I will not be shocked if they win this game by, let's say, 2-1, or let's say 3-2, Probably, they will do something, but I am not going to be shocked that they are not going to qualify. I don't see Dortmund qualifying, but ideally playing at Signal Iduna, there is that euphoria, there is that the passion from the fans. So the players are going to try to do something. Their coach Niko Kovac also said that they are going to try and do something, but I don't see them. I don't see how visible that plan is or how visible that vision is, because Barcelona are too strong. They are too strong for Borussia Dortmund. So I don't see Borussia Dortmund qualifying for this, but I see them winning. Yes, I see them winning at Signal Iduna Park. So let's see what will happen. But Barcelona, they are bringing their boys. Balde is injured. Balde will not play. Probably an academy player will come and play. For now, I don't think the second leg, they will be focusing much on the second leg. Probably they will be getting their goals. Some of their key players will be getting their goals. Rafinha getting his goals and then, extending his tally. He has 12 goals. So probably Rafinha can score or might score in this particular game to increase their tally. But I don't see that they will take this game serious. That's how I feel. So if you are betting, be very careful. I don't see Barcelona taking this game too serious. So be very careful. It might even be possible that they can even fix some academy boys, some French players that are, doesn't play much. I will not be surprised. Hansi Flick's mentality is kind of different, but I will not be surprised if he fails, all these academy boys in the Champions League. So aggregate 4-1 going into Signal Iduna Park. I see Borussia Dortmund winning by 2-1, but I don't see them qualifying for the semi-final of the competition. That's what I have on the Barcelona Dortmund game at the Signal Iduna Park. Aston Villa at Villa Park. This game is going to be very tough and it's going to be very difficult for PSG. Very, very, very difficult for PSG because Aston Villa are coming into a game. They've won 3-0 at St. Mary's Park, so they are bringing the momentum into this particular game. So this game, even if they score 2, it means that PSG has to score for them to, qualify. But if they score 2, they take it to the, extra time. It is going to be very hard for PSG. But PSG are also strong. They are a very strong side. I see them, qualifying for this particular game. I don't know how visible it is for them to win at the Villa Park because Villa are going to come in hard. Because last week, Unai Emery did something that I didn't agree with him. Benching Ian Matson, benching, all these guys, Ole Watkins, and then the likes of Asensio, and then later bringing them in the second half. I didn't agree with this particular lineup, but I still feel that, he might probably change certain things, play in Maxen, Luka Dean cannot, play in Maxen, play Donny Marlin, and then the likes, Asensio, and then, Ole Watkins have to start this game. He is very key. He has to start this game. You saw the goal he scored against Southampton in the Premier League this particular weekend. That was a striker's goal. So I need Ole Watkins to start this game. I need Aston Villa to bring their A game. But as to the qualification, very, very difficult because 3-1 is not easy to play against, PSG, this kind of team, So PSG, they just need to manage the game. Don't go all out to go and, just, go and win the game. Just manage the game. Manage the game. This time it is game management. But I know Luis Enrique is an experienced man, so he might be able to manage this game. So 3-1 and on aggregate going into Villa Park. I see Villa winning, but I see Villa winning by 1-0. Yeah, probably 1-0. Villa winning 1-0, but PSG will qualify. Inter Milan versus Bayern Munich. Top game. Inter Milan versus Bayern Munich at the Giuseppe Meazza San Siro. Inter Milan against Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich are going into the game with the motive of going to win at the Giuseppe Meazza. Can they do it? Yes, it is possible. They can do it. Last week I told you that Michael Olise is very key for this Bayern Munich setup. So if you block Michael Olise, there is a possibility that you are going to block certain things. Vincent Kompany did something last week. You had Serge Gnabry on the bench. You had Muller, an experienced player on the bench. You bench them and then you play a left back at the number 10 or at the attacking midfield. That's Rafael Guerrero. I don't want to see that in this particular game. I want to see all these experienced guys, Serge Gnabry, Thomas Muller, playing in this particular game, starting in this particular game. If it is not going to be Muller it should be Serge Gnabry, probably at the wings, and then Michael Olise will come in as the number 10 to bring the chances creation. That is what I want to see in the Bayern Munich game or the Bayern Munich setup. So Vincent Kompany, I mean, I don't see you to be that top coach, but you can still manage this game. It's 2-1. Giuseppe Meazza, you can still do something. If they can come at the Allianz Arena, a tough crowd, to come and win the game, you can also go there and then also go and win the game. But is it visible? I don't see it to be visible because Inter Milan defensively, they are solid. Defensive compatibility, Acerbi, Bastoni, and then, Damien, they are very solid. Compatibility is there. Carlos Augusto, operating from the wing back row, and then you have Dumfries, so these guys are top. These guys are very, 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 very brilliant defensively. So is it going to be visible for Bayern Munich to qualify? I will give them 40%. I will give them 40%. I don't see them qualifying. I see this game to be a draw game, probably a 1-1 or a 2-2. A draw game. That's how I see this game, because Inter Milan are going to defend very, very well. They have a top goalkeeper, Jan Sommer. They have a top defense, so they are going to, defend, compact at the back, even in the middle, compact in the middle. So let's see what happens. DiMarco is also there. So the left wing back row, DiMarco will just operate there. Right wing back row, Denzel Dumfries. We have Carlos Augusto coming in. So Inter Milan are also there, but I see this game to be a draw game. Let's see what happens, but I see it to be a draw game, probably a 1-1 or a 2-2 game. Real Madrid versus Arsenal at the Santiago Bernabeu. This is the big game. This is the biggest game. Real Madrid wants to believe. They have to believe that they can qualify. Is it visible? Let's dive into it tactically. But click on the subscribe button, press the post notification bell, follow us on our social media platform. The Real Madrid game is a top game. It is. Yes, it is a top game. And one thing Arsenal will not do, or one thing Arsenal should not do, is to go into this game with the mindset of going to defend. Don't go and defend. Because if you defend against Real Madrid and they score 2 in the first half, you are dead. You are dead. You don't have to give them chance for them to believe that they can do something. Don't give them the chance for them to believe that yes, we can do a remontada, we can do a comeback, we can still qualify. If you give them that small belief, it's what is going to, ginger Real Madrid. So as an Arsenal, don't go there to go and defend. In my opinion, they should play their normal game in the first half, try and contain Real Madrid, because they are going to come hard in the first half. Probably in the first 20 minutes, in the first 30 minutes, try and contain them in the first half. If you can take 0-0 into the second half, then you have a big chance to qualify to the semi-final. They have something in them. They can do something against you. They are Real Madrid. So don't give them the belief that they can qualify. Maintain them, contain them in the first half. 0-0 in the first half, or probably 1-1 in the first half. In the second half, defend, maintain them, just, play your game. In the 60th minute, you can defend. You have 3 goals. You are leading by 3 goals. So don't go there with a motive of going to defend, no, or going to sit back. Release your boys. Because let me tell you, now their midfield is kind of weak. They have kind of a weak squad because the red card of Camavinga is going to affect Real Madrid. Now, let me explain it. Now, there is Modric. I don't know if Dani Ceballos is back, but right now there is Modric, there is, Aurelien Tchouameni, there is Jude Bellingham. That is the expected lineup I am expecting in the midfield. If he is going to bring in Valverde in the midfield, it means that Lucas Vazquez is going to go to the right back. And when Lucas Vazquez does that, go to the right back, it is against what? Gabriel Martinelli. Gabriel Martinelli is going to kill him. So I don't see Carlo Ancelotti doing that. I see, Valverde playing as the right back. So now they are being forced to play who? Modric in the midfield. Are they going to bring in Brahim Diaz? No, but you should stick Brahim Diaz at the bench and then, bring the energy in the second half. So Modric, Tchouameni, Jude Bellingham. It is a weak midfield. You have Partey, you have Odegaard and Declan Rice. These guys are energetic guys. They can match up with the Real Madrid boys. In the midfield, Arsenal are kind of superior in the midfield. So use that to your advantage. So don't give them the chance. I think Real Madrid are going to win the game, but I still have that edge, or I still have that feeling that it's going to be a 1-1 game, a draw game. I still have that feeling that it's going to be a 1-1 game. But if something is going to happen, Real Madrid can probably win by 2-1, or probably 3-1. Then Arsenal qualifies to the next round. I don't see Real Madrid qualifying to the next round. What do you think? Drop all your comment down below. The Madridistas, what do you think? Is it going to be, a remontada? Are you going to qualify for this particular round? Drop all your comment down below. Let me know your comment now, ladies and gentlemen. The experience us to the end of the video, a preview for this particular Champions League second leg quarterfinal. Thank you so much for your time. Click on the subscribe button, press the post notification bell. This is Football Insights. This has been your Champions League second leg preview. Thank you so much for your time, and peace.